Time now for the morning rush. The school district in Rio Rancho will soon welcome back sixth graders and seniors on Monday. The district says that the two grades were chosen first because of how critical they are to secondary education. Now, Rio Rancho's elementary schools have already reopened in a hybrid model. The district is spending the rest of this week finishing inspections.
Tonight, Albuquerque Public Schools is set to decide when to return to the classroom. Earlier this month, the school board put off a vote on when the district would move back into schools. The biggest concern is if the district will have enough staff. Tonight, the school board is expected to hold the final vote. That meeting starts at 5 p.m.
Saluda's public schools will not begin in-person learning just yet. 2 weeks ago, the school board voted to remain in remote learning. But after a protest from student athletes, they held a special meeting last night. The board voted 3-2 to stay in virtual learning at least until the end of March. The school board president says that decision can still be revisited.
In Las Cruces, the district is announcing re-entry plans there. Starting on Monday, all high school students have the option to return 2 days a week. For middle and elementary schools, small groups are returning based on student needs and staff availability. The district plans to phase in larger groups as more teachers do get vaccinated. Erica.
And here's a look at the weather pattern for today. A backdoor cold front moving in. We're going to stay chilly. Temperatures only in the 20s, 30s, and some 40s this afternoon. With a chance for some scattered showers, we'll be seeing snow mainly in northern New Mexico and a chance for a mix in rain for the lower elevations and down to the south.
Albuquerque police suspect a gas leak killed 3 people inside a home. APD says 3 people were found dead in a home near 98th and Blake last night. Police on scene say they noticed a heavy smell of gas. They will now look into whether they died from carbon monoxide poisoning.
The city of Albuquerque is stepping up to take care of the most vulnerable now while we wait out the cold. 2 overflow shelters as well as 4 hotels. They are open for anyone looking to get out of the cold. The city says that it's also concerned about roads and any leftover ice and snow. 35 crews have been going nonstop for over 72 hours, and they are on standby for potential snow showers today. Las Cruces Public Schools is mourning the loss of a teacher. The district says that 42-year-old Elizabeth Plasencio died after nearly a month in the hospital fighting COVID-19. Now, she taught film and broadcast media at Mesa Middle School since 2010. Plasencio is the 5th educator in the district to die because of complications from the virus. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index. We're calling it moderate today. We will have the chance for some rain mix and snow showers this afternoon. Temperatures only making it into the upper 30s.
After Sunday's big freeze, some people may still be dealing with frozen pipes this morning. TLC Plumbing tells us they have been slammed with calls. TLC says to save your pipes, you should leave a faucet trickling to keep water flowing and open those cabinet doors so the heat can reach the pipes.
Happening now, the New Mexico Attorney General's office is investigating Otero County Commissioner Coy Griffin. Griffin is accused of using money raised through his Cowboys for Trump organization to pay for child support. Griffin could be facing other accusations, including embezzlement and money laundering. He's also facing federal charges for last month's riot at the U.S. Capitol. An
Albuquerque woman is charged with driving drunk with 3 kids in the car and using one of them to blow into her ignition interlock. Police say Daylene Lujan claims she did not drink alcohol until she bought some from the store where police spotted her at. Police say she then admitted that her 11-year-old sister blew into the interlock so she could drive that night. She's awaiting trial for 2 DWI previous cases.
The National Hispanic Cultural Center Art Museum now is closed this morning. It's because of maintenance issues. The Journal reports that a water leak led to flooding in a fire maintenance room. It was only about 2 inches of water, but it did get into most of the building. The museum will now remain closed to the public until the cleanup is complete.
City of Santa Fe is investigating how the statue of Conquistador Don Diego de Vargas turned up in someone's backyard. It was removed from Cathedral Park by city crews back in June. City Councilor Chris Rivera received a tip that it was being kept in a city employee's yard, and last week it was spotted outside the home. The mayor says he's working to make sure that statue is safe.
That morning drive. The roads are looking clear this morning. You shouldn't come across any major slowdowns or any accidents as you're heading out. And the roads may have a couple of slick spots, but overall they are dry.
Listen to this. New Mexico State football will reportedly begin the season at El Paso Sun Bowl Stadium. Due to the current health order, college sports programs cannot play games in the state. The Aggies were scheduled to open their season Saturday at home versus Tarleton State. NMSU has not made an official statement, but sources say the game has been rescheduled for this Sunday at the Sun Bowl.
Welcome back. On this date, February 17th of 1991, a 3-day snow event happened, dropping 16 inches of snow at Sandia Peak, 17 inches at Cloudcroft, and 26 inches at Ski Apache. Now, we could see some heavy snow in the the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, which will be a couple-day snow event ending tomorrow morning. So we'll keep you updated on that.
Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, Albuquerque firefighters are being praised this morning for their quick thinking. It's when a man was moments away from jumping out of a burning building. AFR pulled up to an apartment complex along Lead near Wellesley Park on Tuesday. They say that a man was hanging out of a third-story window while smoke poured out of his apartment. Firefighters quickly put up a ladder and rushed to get the man down safely.
And number 4, now the New Mexico AG's office is investigating Otero County Commissioner Coy Griffin, one of the men federally charged for the Capitol riots. But this investigation has to do with the Cowboys for Trump organization that he founded. The Secretary of State deemed Cowboys for Trump a political committee. Griffin is now accused of using money that he raised for that organization to pay for child support. For more on this story, go to our website. That's always on KRQE.com.
And number 3, if you're waiting to learn if your child will go back to in-person learning, it depends on where they go to school. Rio Rancho Public Schools are getting ready to welcome back 1,500 sixth graders and seniors on Monday. Rio Rancho's elementary schools are already in a hybrid model. Well, tonight at 5, the APS School Board will meet to vote on when students will return to the classroom. The board says that they wanted more time to address staffing concerns and concerns like teacher vaccinations. Las Cruces Public Schools announced starting Monday that all high school students have the option to return to 2 days a week. For middle and elementary schools, small groups are returning based on student needs and staff availability.
Number 2, now this morning there are 2 overflow shelters and 4 hotels open by the city, ready to take in those most vulnerable to this historic winter storm. Albuquerque's mayor says more than 80 people have been housed so far, including 3 families. 350 people are currently staying at the Westside Emergency Housing Center. The biggest concern is hypothermia to the homeless. Another concern the city is still addressing this morning are the icy roads. 35 crews have been going nonstop for over 72 hours, plowing and salting roads in 12-hour shifts.
And at number 1, the storm is not over yet. We have another round of snow that will come through, especially starting this afternoon, lasting through tomorrow. Winter weather advisories are in effect for the upper Rio Grande Valley, including Santa Fe, where we could see up to 2 inches of snow. Some of that potentially already falling this morning. And we'll also see up to 1 to 4 inches of snow until late tonight in the Northeast Highlands, which could impact travel along I-25. As for the mountain elevations, 2 to 6 inches are possible below 7,500 feet and 6 to 10 above. So we are going to have considerable more snowfall, and the mountain roads are going to stay messy through tomorrow afternoon.